YaBoiLewis, Dan, and possibly BatJosh and Hidoggi if they actually fucking arrive.
That's it.
No.
That's the cool riddance. Nope.
They will
Nope, it's
never
just-
arrive. They are dead.
It's just us.
And they were shot dead a couple. Just kidding.
I was
Two
the one
men were
that shot
found dead
them.
outside a singular bathroom stall. I'm kidding.
What? We were gonna also have like Spartan, but I guess he's not responding to me either. So
Also dead.
yeah. So this
What's the
episode
topic today?
we are gonna talk about new games and stuff. But first off, I would like to mention this is now season 2 of the Wesbrine Studios Talk
Favorite new game
podcast,
with improved talk.
with even more
Season
Dan
2.
talking in the background.
You know what? We could totally do an episode where all I do is sit like super far away from the mic and just make like non-relative comments about absolutely nothing.
I mean, like, whenever you're not the main person talking, that's usually what happens.
Yeah, but I could scoot like way far back, so it just
Like, it makes it sound like we're in a fucking actual studio, and like you're like in the area, but you're not actually part of the.
outside in the hall. Sitting there talking to myself. That's a fat spider. Oh, it bit me. Oh, dude, I got spiderweb powers now. Oh, well,
Spiderweb.
I'm stuck to the... Wes, I need help. I'm stuck to the ceiling. I thought I could be Spider-Man. The consistency of, like, silly string so it doesn't actually stick to anything. And I'm like, I'm gonna jump on this ring. Oh!
Imagine you walk over a glass object thinking you can jump over it.
Smashes through it. Oh, that would be a great way. If I could learn how to do fucking audio editing, that would be a great way. Like, if I was late to a podcast, just fucking glass smash. Oh, hey, guys.
You can do some like scuffed editing, like some really bad editing, like Photoshop type shit. Just place some images there
Just
and move them around.
like airdrop incoming. Oh, hi.
I like how we
Okay,
come up with the funny stuff after I've done the intro instead of before, like usually.
Yeah, but this is suggestions for a different podcast somewhere in the future. We won't disclose which one. It might be the next one. I don't know.
Here's the next podcast.
We got
We got stuff to talk about.
sidetracked big time right out of the gate.
That's a typical
Yeah,
Wesbrine Studios
we
podcast.
got a big old list of things we got to talk about.
I mean, we could touch on them briefly, we can touch on them for a long moment. It just depends on how interested we are in the topic and how much we know about it and stuff like that.
Wes, do you have that list?
Yes, I have it open and I'm gonna talk about I'm gonna like bring each thing up and then we can talk about it.
Oh, I was
So-
gonna oh, there it is. Okay.
The first one is Left 4 Dead 2. Apparently it's getting an update after years. It's called The Last Stand and it's apparently made by the community. Any thoughts on that?
I think I have like 40 minutes on Left 4 Dead 2.
I mean-
So
The significance, I think, is less of the fact that it's Left 4 Dead. I think it's an old game that is getting an update.
yeah.
The fact that it seems to be just like crawling out of its grave, like I'm not dead yet.
It's like Half-Life
Oh, you're
2.
undead.
Actually, never mind. We already had Half-Life Alyx, so there's not much significance there anymore. But I mean, like,
It's either it's gonna be like really bad or really good. But I think because it's made by the community, it should be good.
From what I heard about it, it's a remake of the one map and one that's got the lighthouse.
I have never played through Left 4 Dead fully, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, me neither.
The people that hear it, from what I've read up on it, because so I was like, oh shit, Left 4 Dead 2, what's up? And I looked into it. Apparently it is just a remaster of an old map,
Interesting.
but still, it's new content, I guess.
Imagine if they make it Left 4 Dead 3.
It's pretty much just like how COD always drops a new town like every couple games.
So is that all you guys want to talk about on that subject?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know too much about it, but I barely played.
So the next one is about Doom Eternal is getting a DLC called The Ancient Gods. I don't know anything about it because I don't know much about Doom overall, but I was thinking, Dan, I feel like you play Doom, but I'm not sure.
I have a friend who has like 1,000 hours in one of the Doom games,
Same.
and he's like a huge fan of it. So if he was on the podcast, he'd probably speak about that for like an hour.
If you're watching
Pretty-
this and you're Lewis's friend, feel free to comment your knowledge about it because we don't know shit apparently.
He's gonna comment like 5 pages worth of it.
We just got a link to a fucking blogger post.
Let me see it. Yeah, exactly.
The DLC itself it just adds a couple survival arenas.
Feel free to post
What?
it in the chat, Dan, if you want
What?
to. If you're reading an article on it.
No, I looked into it again. There's a couple games where I'm just like I looked into it. The DLC is pretty much it just adds a couple fighting arenas, which are like you just try to see how long you can survive in it. But they have like hints towards some stuff that happened to Doom Guy to make him Doom Guy, because like there's the whole thing of him transitioning from Marine, which is what you play in like the old Dooms, where you can actually see his face and stuff, to turning into Doom Slayer, which is the badass that everyone knows him for, and is like, oh yeah, he'd be able to crush Chief or whatever. Because he's technically an immortal being, but this is supposed to tell parts and pieces of what happened to him between human to god.
Yeah, sorry, I was just yeah. Look at this guy. He's crazy at Doom.
So you posted something?
Yeah, I posted in the
Yep, that pops up in the fucking podcast by accident when I clicked on it. It covers the fucking names or the pictures. So you're just gonna see like half of a Steam post.
Don't worry about it.
Just zoomed in on Team Fortress.
Don't worry
Doesn't have
about it.
anything to do with Doom.
Just check out Team Fortress, guys. Not Doom at all, but close enough.
Yeah.
Doom PvP.
I think recently he like did a shotgun only run on the Doom and uploaded it to YouTube. I think.
I just realized, I know this is completely off topic, but COD Cold War is on the list twice.
Isn't now?
Wait, it is? Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah, the new Black Ops. Yeah, I've heard about that actually.
We covered Infinite.
Call of Duty Black Ops. Oh, it's the same game. Yep,
It is.
Yeah.
totally knew that.
Okay. Anyways.
Are you guys still talking about Doom, or do you want to move on?
We can
Literally,
move on.
there's not much to talk about. It's
Yeah.
we've added a couple battle arenas.
Yeah.
So, Halo Infinite, if you guys heard the news and all that, it's been delayed to 2021 and apparently expected to arrive at the end of 2021. And they're now having an ex-Bungie producer in charge of the project.
Wait, when was it gonna come out originally?
Like,
December 2020.
yeah,
Ooh.
it was gonna come out.
Yeah,
the same
year
time,
delay.
but
That's annoying.
Well,
That's really annoying.
It was gonna.
Thing is that they're working on releasing the PC port of the Master Chief
Yeah.
Collection, and they still haven't released ODST and Halo 4. And they're also expecting to get crossplay done and all that stuff, all before, 2020 of December 2020, and that was probably not going to happen. So
Yeah.
if they dropped Halo Infinite, it would have been a recreation
Yeah.
of 76.
It's better if they like don't rush it, because a rush game is like always
And
gonna be bad no matter what.
They released a gameplay demo weeks ago, and they said that the port or the test came from a couple weeks before the demo released to the public. So you saw in the well, I don't know if you saw the demo, but in the demo there was like lighting issues. There was like things in the
Oh, the
background
video.
weren't fully
Yeah.
textured. Brutes freaking were like looked hairless and like they're making a meme about one of the brutes. I don't remember what they called it, but yeah, it
Yeah.
was struggling in
Oh,
terms of graphics.
was it Craig or whatever the fuck
Yeah,
his name
Craig,
was?
that one.
Someone had sent me that, and I was like, hey, Craig. I would laugh if they actually kept one of them just to look like that. It was
Jeez.
just literally like you get an achievement if you shoot it. It's just like Craig.
Most of the other
Into the video.
aspects are okay, but the graphics I think were slacking a lot.
Yeah. I can't really defend the graphics, even though I did try playing the retro versions of
I
the
mean,
older one.
even compared to like you played Halo 2 Anniversary, you saw how good the graphics were, and then you looked at Halo Infinite, it's like we went backwards.
Oh, what the
I'm
fuck?
not in the middle of a podcast. I don't know what
Fuck was that?
I heard.
that was my phone.
It's like
It's my dad asking me to go to the grocery store. Yeah, it's a Transformers thing. Because my dad, since he's a huge sci-fi nerd, I have it set for being a Transformers sound. Because that's the only ringtone that's kind of sci-fi. Could I real quickly just cover my two topics so then I can go to Yokes real quick? Because
All right.
they want me to go do grocery shopping. Okay, so, Speed Round with Dan. Welcome to my segment of the podcast where I'm going to spit facts for like 10 minutes. Two games I want to talk about that are really near and dear because I'm a huge superhero nerd. Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. Pretty much, from what I understand, it takes place during the Justice League movies, but instead of Justice League winning, Brainiac takes over, which was a comic book series. But normally in the comic book series, all it did was just show like the mass destruction Brainiac could cause to Earth. This, for some reason, they decided to say, hey, fuck it, how about we write Suicide Squad, the second movie, but guess what? Now they have to fight Superman and all the guys from Justice League, which I thought was kind of stupid, but also kind of a cool idea because, like, it's going to be a weird power struggle because you have, like, people who have, like, no powers to somewhat limited powers because they have the weird shark guy who can mutate into a shark or is mutated into a shark or something like that, versus literally the guys that defend the entire planet. But now they're bad. I'm interested. I don't know how it's going to play out. It might end up being another Marvel flop like the Marvel Avengers game that got dropped where it just feels like another beat 'em up with new characters. And now, time for the other game, Arkham Knights. We've been waiting for a Batman game. This isn't the Batman game we wanted, but I'll give it a chance because it takes place during when Robin is creating his weird biker gang
Wait.
thing that he would.
Is it Batman, like the based on the Arkham City games and Arkham names?
It takes place in it, yeah. It's Arkham Knights, and in the comic books, Robin splits from Batman for a bit. One of the Robins, there's like 6 of them, and he goes and creates his own little like vigilante group.
Are you mistaking it from Arkham Knight, or is this a whole other game?
This is a whole nother game
Ah.
because it doesn't start Batman. And it stars Batgirl, Robin, Nightwing, and the original Arkham Knight as a team of 4 that you can play in it. So you can still play Batman, air quotes, because you can play Batgirl and she has the same fighting style as Arkham, like the Arkham series Batman. But you also now have Robin, who is like kind of Batman but a little bit more agile. Nightwing, who's kind of the really quick ground pound type guy who just like brutally assassinates you with a lot of fast moves and then dips. And now Arkham Knight, who's more of a kind of Gunkana style fighting where it's a lot of shooting but also kind of staying active on your toes. And it's kind of cool, but also I don't know how they're gonna do it because like everyone wants Batman, like the OG Batman, but now you can only play the entire sideline characters. So I'm interested to see how they do it because maybe there'll be like a rotation swap, or like each chapter will be a different character or something like that, or they might just end up doing what Marvel did. And that's the thing that scares me is the Avengers game did not make a good impression on superhero games, and now there's two other group games that are coming out, which means we could either get really good Batman games because Rocksteady's making both of them, and Rocksteady's been kind of the guys who make the good Batman games, or they might be flops, and that's what I'm afraid of because apparently superhero group games seem to be super flops right now, especially with how Avengers did. So that's my segment. I'm gonna mute my mic. If I come back and you guys are still talking about games, I will participate, but I gotta go into a grocery store for my favorite.
Alright. See you then.
I might go into detail about my topics later.
Yeah.
Alright.
Right.
So,
Wait, what game are we on?
then talked about Arkham Knights, Suicide Squad, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
Thing was-
we got done with Halo Infinite in addition
Yeah.
to that. So, next one was about Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War involving Ronald Reagan. Do you know?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I heard about that, but like I felt like it didn't get that much like how do I explain this? Publicity? Is that the word? I think because I didn't find out until like a few days after.
Do you think it's a
And
big deal that involves him?
Nah, I don't think it's a big deal, but like usually Call of Duty games are like overhyped. But it didn't feel like that game was when
Think
it
it's
got announced.
gonna go under the radar?
I don't know. I think yeah, after Black Ops 3, I don't think it'll do well. I'm not too sure though. I'm not really a Call of Duty fan. I've played a
am.
few of the games, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a Call of Duty fan either, so I have no idea about anything on the subject.
So good.
The next one is about Minecraft Dungeons having a DLC called Diaries Creeping Winter. Do you know anything about that?
No. I really didn't like the look of Minecraft Dungeons. So
Probably should have had Venom in here.
yeah, he's played a lot actually. I don't know. It's not my type of game. I see why people like it.
I
I
don't
mean,
personally want to get it because it's
yeah.
different. It doesn't
Yeah, it's
fit
very different.
Minecraft.
It doesn't feel like Minecraft.
Yeah.
Like Minecraft story mode, that was pretty good because it had like the Minecraft filter and everything. But Minecraft Dungeons it feels like a MMO game, like
Yeah.
that is kind of related to it, but doesn't have the exact same feel. Kind of, I'm not too sure.
Next one is Grounded. You heard about that, I think, right?
Yes, I've watched like this YouTuber play it, and it actually seems pretty interesting. It's kind of like based on the movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, if you've watched that. And I think the aim of the game is to like go through the story and try to like fix this machine which turns you back into the normal size. I think because they've been shrunk and they have to survive against like spiders and
I saw gameplay, so I get the idea of what it is.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of it, but I've seen quite a bit to know.
It's still like in beta right now,
Yeah.
but you can get it. I believe it's gonna be crossplay and all that when it comes out, just not for PlayStation.
Yeah. Oh, that's a shame, but I mean, it's still pretty good though. But yeah, if they, I think it'll be a successful game. Like, it seems okay right now.
Have you seen some of the stories so far?
Yeah, I have. It's like, I mean, I've watched until the point where they go into like, they try and fix the machine at first, but it doesn't end up working. So they have to go somewhere else, and that's where it stopped.
So you don't see the robot that you saw in
No,
the front?
no, I see the robot
Ah.
actually. I've seen the robot, but yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, I believe the demo ends once you speak to the robot. So
Yeah.
is the story intriguing to you, or is it just meh?
I mean, I liked the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids movie, so yeah. I mean, I don't know. I really can't tell. I need to like play more in order
Then still listen.
to say. Yeah,
Grounded was good, just wonky because pre-alpha.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, it seems like a fun game to play with like other people and stuff.
I believe it has a limit of 4 players.
Yeah, 4 players, but still.
Alright. Next one is Monster Hunter World. Venom Gift in the end. I only played it once and I forgot about it.
Yeah, just like how I gifted you Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. I also played it once, but like, I mean, I think that's a game that also needs to be played with friends in order to enjoy.
Oh, hello,
But
Doggy.
I mean, I played it. Hi, Hidoggi. Yeah,
Oh.
I played it and then refunded it because I don't know.
We're
I couldn't get
doing
into it.
Monster Hunter World. Talk about Monster Hunter World right now. Do you have any thoughts on it?
I've played it in like 3 years.
Do you have
Exactly
any thoughts
same.
on how much you played on it?
I did like the first monster and I was like, ah, I'm bored.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that
pretty
was
much
me.
what I did too.
Yeah, I think if you don't have any friends to play it with, then I don't think there's a point playing it, in my opinion.
Apparently, you can mod the
I was
game,
lonely.
but I would
Yeah.
be careful about how much you mod it because I believe it's online, like an MMO, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It
Oh
is.
yeah, I saw like people having like I tuned into the stream, and he was playing Monster Hunter World, and he had like some Devil May Cry outfit, and then he said it was a DLC, and he had like a Mega Man pet or something.
Oh yeah, the game does have DLCs for like cosmetics and
yeah.
stuff, but I'm talking about literal mods you can get off of websites and stuff. That's those you can
Oh
get,
no.
but I would be careful about what you get because I get maybe
Yeah.
textures are okay, but if you have like cheats or something that adds stuff in the game, I think you probably get banned.
Oh yeah, obviously. If it was cheats, yeah, for sure. I think as long as it doesn't affect like the gameplay itself, then it's fine. Just like the designs and stuff.
So next, or do you have anything else to say about Monster Hunter World?
No.
Either of you?
Let's move on.
All right. Dan, do you have anything to say if you're still listening?
Oh yeah. Wait, is he like?
He's
on his
typing
phone?
in the chat. It looks like, or was. I don't know if he's still. If you're still typing in the chat, press type. Just type I, really quickly. If not, move on.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah,
Alright,
he's
I guess
dead.
he's not here. So
Dan is dead.
next one is Avowed, which it's a game also being developed by the people who develop Grounded, who are making Grounded.
Right.
Are Obsidian Entertainment, I think they're called.
Wait, what is Avowed? I've never heard
Oh,
of it.
Avowed looked good in the trailer.
It's like it looks like Skyrim, like
Alright.
but
basically Obsidian, which technically are the original or the people in charge of Obsidian are the original developers of the Fallout series. Made Outer Worlds, Grounded, Avowed, or we're gonna make Avowed, and they also made Fallout New Vegas. So I feel
Alright.
like they're trying to compete with Bethesda.
Yeah, it does seem like that actually. But I mean, I might have a look at the trailer after.
It's based on a
That sounds
larger
interesting.
game series, but I don't remember what it was. Pillars or something, I think it was. I don't remember.
I
But
have no idea.
there's not much to go by. It's just that it looks like Skyrim.
Yeah.
It looks nice and cool.
Yeah, that's good.
So I'm gonna keep an eye on it over time. Next one is New World, which Light Spartan suggested, which I have no idea anything about.
It's a new MMO developed.
They
and
would say it's a
created
new
by
world.
Amazon. No. New World is like a new game that's coming out, and it's developed by Amazon, like the actual company Amazon. I think it's their first game that they've ever created. I'm not too sure on that, but I don't want to.
I
Well,
think they have a subsidiary for games. So.
They had one game, I forgot what it's called. It was a better ale.
Oh, okay, yeah, never mind. We don't include that. We can just
Damn it.
that's live.
Just
But
pretend
yeah,
it didn't happen.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a new MMO, and I think I'm not too sure on this either, but I think it's also the first MMO to have voice chatting. I'm not too sure, but like actual public voice chat. I know Black Desert Online has like party voice chat, but this game has like local voice chat and stuff. So that's going to be very interesting when it comes to like to terms of like
Since it's
talking.
Amazon, do you think they're gonna have something to implement Twitch involvement into it?
Microtransactions.
I
Microtransactions.
mean, they already have. I think they've already
Because
done something
Microsoft
with Twitch.
owns Twitch, so technically, if they develop games,
Yeah, no, for sure.
Twitch probably
They
has involvement.
they're probably gonna add some like Twitch Prime rewards for it or stuff like that.
Like, for example, on Twitch you have like the singing game or whatever.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
connected to Twitch, and there's
Oh,
several
yeah.
things like it. So possibly they'll implement something similar into.
Yeah, I
This
think
game.
so. Yeah. Yeah, if they want to get their game out there, I mean, they've pretty much already have. It's all over Twitch, or was. So, I think it's definitely going to be like a popular game once it comes out. For a good while, at least.
Alright, you have anything else to say about New Worlds, either of you, or
Mhm. I don't.
Hidoggi, or not
Wait,
Outer Worlds, New Worlds? Have anything to say about New World?
I haven't seen it.
All right.
Um,
Next one is Rising Storm 2 Vietnam.
I thought that already released, or am I just imagining things?
No, I think Light Spartan also suggested this. I have no idea anything about it. I think it's a DLC, not an actual game.
Yeah, I
so-
think it's a DLC because this game came out in 2017, so it must be a
Storm.
DLC.
2 Vietnam. Yeah, I think Rising Storm 2 is the overall game, and then Vietnam's the DLC name.
No, Vietnam was 2017.
What the hell did they
I'm
suggest it?
What?
Corey, we're gonna have a talk after.
I don't. I'm looking at the announcements.
Yeah, it
and
says
the
2017,
last
so I don't know where the hell they got the idea from.
I'm looking at the announcements, and their last announcement was April 2nd, and it says Winter War mod launches on Steam today. So no, it's not that. It can't be.
Yeah, they
Oh well.
probably fucked up. Alright, so I'm gonna move on from that one because that's not new. Hell Let Loose.
Oh, that goose. It wasn't that a game that also came out? Hold up.
If it is, I swear to God, I'm gonna.
I think it is. Yeah, yeah, 2019.
2019. Oh, hello, BatJosh, you've arrived.
Unless he's talking about it going into like no longer being early access. But
Could
other than
be.
that, I'm not too sure. Wait, what about Rising 2? Was that early access? No, it wasn't. Okay.
How about we just move on from the games that weren't
Yeah.
new and have a serious talk with Life Spartan later. Alright, so I think this is another one he suggested, so it might already be released, called Dead Stick Bush Flight.
What is it called?
Dead?
Dead stick bush fight? The fuck?
What?
It
What is
looks-
it called? What is it called?
Dead Stick Bush Flight Simulator.
I'm back. What were we
You
talking
just
about?
drive planes on it, which it's not very main. It's 2018. This is another.
Another game
He
that's
is
like
a
12
genius.
minutes.
How about we just talk about Flight Simulator?
Oh yeah, that's something that came out recently. Apparently it's
That was
really
cool.
buggy.
I don't know
Right
much
now.
about it or anything about it at all because I've never heard.
Really?
Flight Simulator 2020, which crashes your PC because it's
Yeah.
way too advanced for any fucking thing you can just get on the
It's
market.
unoptimized as hell at the moment.
I want it.
And they're thinking of implementing it like to VR.
I want it.
No, it's confirmed to be like fully optimized on one type of VR, but I'm not too sure what it's called, but not for the others yet. So if you get it, then expect a lot of lag.
I'll take it.
Jesus. The doggy just wants to be a kamikaze.
Yeah, I want to kamikaze into my own house.
You can't even kamikaze. I looked at the game and this guy lands and he's like still going full speed and he crashes into this house, but it doesn't even explode. He
Just the
bumps
plane's
into
just
it and
on the
explodes.
house.
Well, I saw this meme and it was talking about how what was it? The new form of cyberbullying is crashing your plane flight simulator into someone else's house, like their exact address.
What would be the point of that?
You find their address and just crash into their house,
Fuck yeah.
and then send them a picture of it.
Hey, look what I did to your house. I'm fucking in my house.
The new way of doxing.
I found your address and crashed a fucking plane into it.
Yeah, then take a picture. Hey, look, I found your address and I crashed into your house in flight simulator.
You look outside
Actually
your
does it
house
in
and
real life.
there's an actual plane in there. Oh, whoa.
Alright, so next game is Cyberpunk 2077, which I think Dan wants to talk about, so should we just wait until he gets back to talk about it?
Yes.
It-
Advanced penises.
What?
Advanced genitals.
I
Right?
That's
Okay.
the thing in Cyberpunk. That's a thing. It's a thing. Confirmed.
Okay.
It's a thing.
I made my penis unrealistically big.
Yes.
You wish.
Okay, so
Hey,
next one is Starfield, which is the space game Bethesda is developing. Do you guys know want to talk about that, or is there
I've heard
anything
that's
you know
been
about?
being delayed for a long time.
What they said, or what's supposed to happen is they kind of showed these trailers for like the new games they're going to be working on in the future, but there's not going to be very much progress on them. So like, but there was no confirmed release date for Starfield, so it's not going to come out for quite a while. But they're working on a new series, so they're not just Fallout, Elder Scrolls. So do you have any thoughts on that?
What the hell is Starfield gonna be about?
It's a space game.
Oh wow! Thanks. That's so much information.
That's the only information we got. But what is your thoughts on the whole concept of them starting a new
Wait,
IP?
wait.
I mean,
Wait, really? Did they really say, Starfield, and then underneath it's like,
I'm gonna look
space.
at it. I'm gonna look at it. I'm
There's
looking it up.
nothing officially released as far as I
the
know.
description of it, space game?
Josh, you pass out a lot, by the way.
Yeah, you do. He doesn't
No,
have a
I
good
was-
sleeping pattern.
No. it
You
wasn't
used to stay up a lot, and
sleep,
now
I
you
was
just constantly
doing a
pass
shit
out.
ton. Yeah, I'm a lot more active now. I'm dead. I'm dying.
Yeah, if you're search for Starfield, you probably won't get much from it.
Personally, I don't think we have to talk about Fall Guys because that's been out there. I'm pretty sure everyone knows about it.
Don't personally know about it because I never watched streams. I never paid attention to what it was. I wanted to bring it up because I feel like I saw you were streaming it, but I didn't watch it. So I don't know anything about it. So I would like to know what the hell's going on with it.
It's like a party game, like kind of like Mario Party, I guess. And it's just a whole bunch of like mini games, and you have to.
Basically, you're speckle jelly people, and you need to try and survive.
Yeah, people are calling them beans or something.
Peens.
But yeah, you have to like reach the end, and if you win, you get a crown, which you can use for like outfits and stuff. So,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's quite addicting once you start playing it. Like I think I already have about 40 hours maybe. So
I want to
40 hours? Holy shit.
yeah, 40 hours. Even I
I
was
played it
surprised.
for 5 minutes and was like, okay, cool, I'll play this one every now and then, but I'm not gonna fucking spend time on this shit. Jesus Christ. 40 hours? God damn,
Yeah.
man.
You should have told us you had it.
So
Oh, I only have it on PlayStation.
Alright.
next one be the Elder Scrolls in its DLCs are coming. I'm not talking about Elder Scrolls itself. 'Cause obviously, that came out, or Elder Scrolls Online, because that came out like way back. But they still are releasing DLCs to this day. So does anyone pay attention to it?
I don't care
No.
about the Elder Scrolls Online. It's stupid. I tried it for like until I got to like level 40, and I was like, this is boring as shit. So I'm just gonna dip, and I
I
stopped
don't
playing.
blame you personally. I don't like
It was
MMOs,
so
and like
boring.
I'm a huge Elder Scrolls fan. But when it comes to Elder Scrolls Online, because this is an MMO, it kind of ruins the core concepts I love about the Elder Scrolls itself.
The entire game was stupid as fuck though.
And they really messed up the lore because the Cyrodiil area, around that era, was supposed to be desert, but it wasn't.
I had no idea what was happening in that game out because like
Yeah.
they drop you and you're like, hey look, you're awake and you died and you're awake now. Hello. Go out and do random shit.
You wanna know
go do
why?
this, go do that. I'm like, okay.
It wasn't developed by Bethesda. It was
Yeah,
developed by
it
their
was,
parent company that doesn't actually know how the whole thing works.
Yeah.
So they pretty much made it, in my opinion, pretty dumb game. But apparently my dad likes it, as well as he likes
Your dad
76. I don't know why. He's a boomer, pretty much.
Probably because they're like, not, they're more like leisure games. They're not games like anything serious. Games you can play like every once in a while.
So no one has very much to talk about other than they hate Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh.
Josh?
No.
I don't care for it.
Abomination.
Don't care. Nobody cares. Alright.
Elder Scrolls Online is just crying right now.
So the next one is Far Cry 6. I saw Hidoggi playing it.
Ooh. Far Cry 6. Yeah. That game was good. I want to play it.
But that doesn't really describe it about
Okay.
That's like
okay.
that's like
so
Wesbrine's
basically-
description of the Starfield.
Alright. So basically, in Far Cry 5, I'm gonna spoil the ending. Okay. Spoiler alert times 100. I remember last time I did a spoiler alert, nobody listened, and I did it. I dropped it, and then people in Xmas's chat started yelling at me. But anyways, spoiler alert. Okay.
This is a live stream, you dumbass.
Spoiler alert for
Spit it out.
spoiler alert for Far Cry 5. Everything got nuked. There was a nuke dropped on the last mission.
And then Fallout began.
It dropped. It dropped in Montana. And everything blew up. And then Far Cry 6, or not Far Cry 6, Far Cry New Dawn, basically a DLC to Far Cry 5. Stuff happens, and it's 20 years later, and nuke. So we're gonna figure out what's happening with that in Far Cry 6, because Far Cry 6 is apparently a modern era. I keep doing these errors in my sentences, but yeah, we're gonna be figuring out what the fuck is happening, because we still don't know what the fuck is happening. And it's taking place in Cuba, and there's a corrupt leader there. So I'm assuming Cuba's probably going to ban the game because they're going to be like, oh, you're making fun of our power.
End it. Nah, I just imagine playing a game just to get nuked. That's so depressing.
It was so bad. Like I didn't know. I played throughout the entire game. I was
It's like playing
this
Halo
game's
Reach.
actually really good. Like this game's so good. I'm doing very well. I think I've developed my relationship with all these characters. I've developed my character. Everything's great. We're about to arrest the bad guy. We can take him to prison or maybe kill him. We're gonna do this bad guy dirty. We're gonna do him dirty. And then he says something about like the lamb broke a seal or something, and then a nuke drops behind him, and we're like, oh, okay. And then you drop to the bunker. You're trapped in the bunker with the main bad guy, and he's just looking at you for like, I'd say 20 seconds. It's 20 seconds of the guy looking at you, and then credits roll.
That's such a bad. No, I don't want to stare at a bad guy for like 20 seconds. It's depressing.
Hated it. Like, and he's like, you know what? I was right. And he stares at you. He just sits back in his chair and he stares at you.
Fucking like
Throughout the
rubbing
entire
it in.
game, he's saying the world is gonna end. The world is gonna end. The great collapse. The world ended. He was right.
Fucking prophet.
Rubbing it in like
No fucking
get
kidding.
fucked.
Yeah, he rubs it in your face too. The best part about all this, I was
I fucking
right.
told you so. Go on.
What an asshole.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Josh, you have any coins you want to put into Far Cry?
Nope. I have no interest in the series.
Do you have interest in anything?
No comment.
And then you
Oh, you said.
Wait, what did you say?
Hey, I asked, do you have interest in anything? And then fucking Lewis.
What is Lewis saying?
you said Minecraft.
I mean, I can't really do fucking much on Minecraft. In terms of this topic, I mean.
Yeah. So
Have you
good.
guys seen the emotes?
Oh no.
The
Those
emotes in
emotes
Minecraft?
added to fucking.
Wait,
I
Pretty
have
much.
not seen that, nor do I care
They
to
added
see.
a dab.
Jesus.
There's like Fortnite emotes in Minecraft now.
And this is time we uninstall Minecraft.
I
So,
remember like in the announcements, the lady was like, "All right, guys, this is one of the biggest announcements we're gonna make in Minecraft. We
You
have
can now
emotes!"
dab.
And she dabs. She fucking dabs.
alright. So, another one is Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
It's
I don't care.
Valhalla. What do you mean?
There's
Viking.
so many. There are so many Assassin's Creeds. I don't care anymore.
Josh is the one who's
Josh.
obsessed with Assassin's Creed games. He's known for the quote,
Okay.
Assassin's Creed games and Assassin's Creed games.
You can
Assassin's
ride a
Creed.
paddle boat.
Valhalla. Cool. Vikings. Looking forward to it. But I will not buy the game because Origins. Origins was the next one that I don't give a fuck about. Odyssey and Valhalla, right? They fucking changed the gameplay, changed the controls. They made everything way too complicated. Story isn't really as
Oh, you're that
enjoyable as the
type of
previous
guy.
games. I fucking missed the nostalgia of the
Yeah,
other shit,
Josh, I
but-
find it ironic you're the one complaining about the changes in Assassin's Creed games, and then you were attacking people who hated the new Halo games.
I was not.
Yeah, you were.
Was I?
Yes.
Josh is that guy that complains about control changes. Just learn the
No,
controls.
not
it's
just
not
the
that
control
hard.
changes. It's just so much added shit that doesn't work. And,
Like,
ah!
people complained about Sprint in the Halo series, and you're like, it's not a big deal, and then you're going on a rant about Assassin's Creed
Okay,
changing its system.
it's not the same. Alright? It's
I
very
mean,
it's
it's a
different
new
to that
game.
though. It is a new game, but it's completely different.
I don't know. I think it's gonna be
Gameplay
good.
mechanics.
Gameplay mechanics.
Yes, Sprint is a gameplay mechanic. Apparently, people hated it.
Fuck. Well. I'm just gonna eat my tomatoes and shut the fuck up.
I think the controls changed after, like, when Unity released, right?
Alright. Unity, they
released
fucked up the controls, but they changed it back.
Yeah.
For Syndicate.
Alright, yeah.
How do you know they
I
won't
think-
change it back for Valhalla?
What, 4? 3 great. What? I'm gonna just
What?
shut up.
I don't even know what you're talking about anymore.
If Assassin's Creed game has parkour in it, then it's an Assassin's Creed game. That's what I think.
I'm not
That's
even
my
100%
opinion.
sure it's gonna have parkour in. Did
If
you
you
see
can
the
climb
trailer?
buildings, then it's
Just because
Assassin's
something's
Creed.
not on the trailer doesn't mean it exists.
True.
I think it's gonna be good anyway. Looks
Maybe.
promising.
In the Halo
That's fine.
Infinite
I like
trailer,
mine.
there were no hunters, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna have hunters, so you can't just remove that.
Okay. Saying that sprinting is like the base thing of the Assassin's Creed games, they didn't focus on it as much in fucking Odyssey. I just want to point that out. But if you can't do the fucking free running, it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not fucking. Okay, I'm done. I'm just gonna eat my
If I can grab onto a ledge, I'm satisfied.
If I can grab onto a stick, I'm satisfied.
What?
Okay, buddy. Tell that to Ninu.
Dougie, I also have a question. You know how a lot of the Halo fan base hates Sprint. Did you hate it?
No, I'm okay with sprint.
Do you understand why they hate it?
Yeah.
So you're more of just understanding
it's
both
because
sides.
You're already running. The entire game you're already running.
Dan got mad about the first Halo game because he felt there were too many dead zones.
Wait, in Halo 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of dead zones. Like, there's literally just big points with nothing.
Sure. Do you think Sprint would have helped that, or
Definitely.
a lot of people would get pissed off if Sprint was added?
They're
Apparently.
gonna go on a 30-minute rant about that.
I said I don't give a crap if there's Sprint or not, as long as the game is decent. I was just quoting what other people were saying in Dan's chat. 'Cause apparently there are a lot of diehard fans who care if there's Sprint or not, but I don't really personally care. Like I said, Josh.
I wasn't saying you, I meant Doggy. I was asking if Doggy was gonna go on a half-hour rant about that, like Dan did.
No. Sprint is okay.
So, next topic is Little Hope, which is another one Dan suggested, but he's not here. I don't know if he's gonna make it on time for the ending.
Wait, what did you say just then?
The
Little
game
Ho.
is called Little Hope. If you think I said Little Ho, you might be a little ho yourself.
Oh. I'm deaf, remember?
Exactly.
It's called Little Hope.
I'm a cuddle boy.
Yes, Little Hope. Hope, not Little Ho like Josh thought.
Mm.
Ooh.
Do you know
Scary
anything with the game? Any of you?
I've never heard of it until now.
I've never heard of it.
Ooh, burger.
Explain what is Little Hope.
Dan's the one who suggested it, but it looks like here, Dark Pictures Anthology Little Hope.
Oh,
Interactive
it's from
drama
the
horror.
devs of Until Dawn.
Interesting. So it might be one of those butterfly effect based games. So
Yeah, that's what this is.
it's coming out on Windows, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. I see a DM. I think that might be Dan responding to something. Nope, that's Hidoggi. That's Minecon 2019.
Did you? Oh, it's not Little Hope, but what's it? Little Nightmares 2 is coming out.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Oh,
Forgot about it
that's
instantaneously.
And there's a lot of speculation. Have any of you played Bowie?
No, I have not.
Oh, there's apparently a second game of that coming out.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I don't think it should have a sequel, but let's see if it does. It's supposed to come out this year, apparently, but I'm not too sure. There hasn't been an announcement for it. Yeah, I don't think.
Speaking of horror, Ducky, where the hell is your video at? I'll take that as you never get it done.
Hey, Doggy.
Yeah.
Doggy, guess what? You're fired.
I'm not fired, Jesus.
Alright.
Okay, how about you go for like shorter video time runs for the recording and just focus on adding a fucking intro and an outro for now, and then over time develop an editing style. But for now, just plain raw videos until you can figure out how to control your, ADD, ADHD.
Control your
Do you think that would
body,
work?
Doggy.
Control your body. Maybe do some horror maps. Just record the whole horror map. Don't edit it and just go with it. Or just put in an intro and outro to a horror map or whatever and just began with that, and over time start making more and more edits. If that makes sense.
Mhm.
That's what I did. And if you look at the early videos, they're pretty much just purely just an outro and intro slapped on, and then over time I started making cuts and more cuts, and then I got to where I am now. You don't expect to be perfect at first, but over time you kind of develop. By the way, Lewis, do you have an editing software?
Keep talking and nobody explodes. I fucking cut it in half. And then just slapped an intro and outro on it.
Lewis,
Ended up with voiceovers.
you there? I think Lewis died.
Lewis,
Yes.
we passed it. There we are. Hello.
You have an editing software, right? Or
Yes. I believe so.
What software? You
Legal
believe so?
or
Yeah, I do.
okay.
What do you use?
Vegas Pro.
Oh, so it turns out Josh was the only one who didn't have an editing software as well.
Sorry, I think I'll keep those keys to myself.
So
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Nope.
I mean, it would be a downgrade, Lewis, because it's just movie studio, which is just Vegas Pro but downgraded.
Oh, okay, yeah, never mind. Take it. Keep it.
So, last game topic is Cyberpunk 2077, which we would have had Dan here to talk about it, but Dan's in the another dimension right now. So,
Outside.
yeah.
He
So,
tried to self-Felicia and snap his neck.
what?
What?
That didn't make any sense, Josh. But okay.
It does, but don't worry about it.
How the hell is... So, do any of you know
Did he
about
try and
Cyberpunk?
suck his own dick and break his neck as well?
Josh, YouTube,
What?
TOS.
Oh shit. Sends to me. Beep!
Are you drunk?
No. I just woke up.
Will you put a gag on Josh? And just not have him speak for 30 minutes? Okay. If you're interpreting that as lewd, you're lewd yourself, Josh. Anyways,
seen what I've
Cyberpunk.
fucking
Does
seen?
anyone know anything about Cyberpunk?
No!
I mean, Hidoggi talked about the advanced genitals.
Well, I'm gonna go past that one part. Do you know anything else about Cyberpunk?
Advanced genitals? Are they fucking mud?
No.
She can
No.
take
No.
out,
Let's forget about
switch
the-
on
All
and
I
put
know
new
about
one in.
Cyberpunk is that there are advanced
weapons.
genitals.
There's loads of weapons. as
First
well.
person perspective as the mercenary whose voice, face, hair. Wait, what the hell is it? Oh, this is gameplay. Being developed by Red Engine 4 by a team of around 500 people, exceeding the number that worked on the studio's previous title, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
There's a lot of different like types of weapons on the game from what I've heard, and there's like one that literally has aimbot.
Oh. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh my god, that reminds me of the thing my brother said.
I don't know much about the
I
Cyberpunk
swear these
series.
AIs have aimbot. No fucking shit, they're AIs! Sorry.
It says here it comes out on PlayStation 4, Windows, Xbox One, Stadia. What the fuck is Stadia? PlayStation 5 and Xbox
Stadia,
Series X.
Isn't that like what is Stadia? I've heard of it.
Cloud gaming service developed and operated by Google.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
So, Google and Steam are competitors now, as well as Microsoft.
Great!
Interesting. So, even more competitive markets. So, anyways, Cyberpunk, developed by CD Projekt and developed by CD Projekt Red and published by CD Projekt. Why is it red?
Why is it blue?
Bruh.
Why is it green?
So all you guys know about it is the
Why
general
is it
thing,
yellow?
and that has weapons.
Yes.
I used to have a friend who would go on about it for hours upon hours.
That's called Dan.
Nah, I'm not gonna say his name, but
I think Cass also mentioned they were
he was
excited for the
also a
game.
bit of a dickhead, but he would just not shut up about it. Where he was like, "Oh, you're doing your stream thing. Fuck you! I've been streaming for a year now, and you're telling me how to fucking stream. Boy, you have never streamed a day." Sorry, be right back.
Yep. Dan or Josh Rant.
What?
Josh Rant right there.
Yes.
Oh, so there's separate release dates for each device, platform, console, whatever you want to call it. On PS4, Windows, and Xbox One, Cyberpunk 2020 or 2077 comes out in November 19th, 2020. On Stadia, it comes out Q2 2020. On PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, it comes out in 2021. And that's all I can figure out from it. So.
Brilliant.
Hmm?
Brilliant. I keep getting fucking delayed.
Sounded like you had bread in your mouth when saying that.
I have chips in my mouth, actually.
Why don't we hear a crunch?
That's soggy.
Okay. I meant, fucking fries. My bad, Americans. Fucking.
Wait,
scum.
chips are fries in the
Mhm.
UK?
Yeah, wait, how do you not know this?
I didn't know this.
I've
I
told
never
you
knew.
this, but it's just a fat fry.
A fat
an obese
furry.
Fry.
Fat furry in this one.
Yes, I'm eating fat furries. I grill them outside. I hunt them like animals. Let's go.
It's just a
Please.
whole furry in this mouth.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole head dog in his mouth.
Yep.
Gross.
Just
Jeez.
crush them up in a bowl and just. beat
I
them
think
up.
Hidoggi
Nom, nom,
didn't
nom.
understand the refs. There's a whole furry, aka a whole Hidoggi in Josh's mouth.
Hmm? Oh, hell yeah.
What?
What?
Okay.
Don't quote that.
Alright, so that's all the games we have on the list. I was gonna say something else, but I completely forgot. Hold on.
Help.
Yeah, I
This
don't
is
know.
why you don't ram chips down your throat, because you've got fucking hiccups.
So, this is episode 1 of season 2, or Wesbrine Studios Talk, episode 11. We're gonna have a few more different, various types of series being introduced in the podcast, like the space talk stuff. Maybe make this a series, new games and stuff. And probably a lot more, so. Hope you all enjoyed the podcast.
Wait,
I don't know,
wait,
do you have
wait,
anything else to say
wait.
before?
This is a space podcast. Gonna be like the fucking thing in Portal 2 where it's like space, more space.
Think with your head, Josh.
It will be.
No. We will talk about facts about space and, like, intriguing stuff. If you have interest in space, I will let you as a guest in the podcast, or maybe.
Space.
Balls.
Oh, you're
Oh, you
fucking
finally
here,
arrived.
Hello.
I'm a fan of
As we're
Uranus.
coming to the conclusion.
I know. It was like I was at the grocery store fucking running the errand because I knew my dad was gonna keep picking.
So, yeah, we're gonna have a space talk podcast, or it's gonna be in the Wesbrine
I'm gonna
Studios
get back to like
podcast,
you meant.
and like basically the space talk is gonna be part of the Wesbrine Studios Talk, and we might have other sub-series in the Wesbrine Studios Talk. That's what I was gonna say. So,
Uh-huh.
I hope you, Joel, enjoyed this episode. If you're a member, I'd like you to stay in the call so I can explain something in addition for
Uh-oh, we're in
future
trouble.
episodes. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.